Hi guys and welcome back to Sports Garage HD and welcome back to another episode of the QPR series, where today we take on Aston Villa in the Premier League, of course, and a bit of a shocking episode, to be honest. Well, a bit of an episode where I'm in shock actually about how the team, actually you'll be shocked as well, how the team has done this past month, and it's made me slightly not confused but almost like where I'm at the point where I don't know what to do next, I guess. So let's show you what I'm on about. So last episode's live com was against Stoke, and we won that 5-3 in a bit of a goal thriller that I was ranting about Harry Redknapp on. Well, not ranting, but just saying my opinion on Harry Redknapp. I wasn't really concentrating on the game to us, but we did win it 5-3. But yeah, then things got a little bit crazy, because then we beat Bolton 4-3, and you're probably thinking, God, they only just got promoted and you just managed to beat them. And to be honest, that's what it was like. It was like we should have thrashed that lot, because they weren't very good, and it was just lapses in defence that caused the goals. And then things got very weird, because we then drew away at Manchester City. A Manchester City that spent an awful lot of money and has got an incredible team. So that was pretty incredible. I was thinking that's a bit fluky. So then we went to West Brom, or we hosted West Brom and beat them 2-0. You know, a game we should win. Fair enough. Then we went away to Stamford Bridge to play a Chelsea team that spent millions on their team and drew 1-1. So now I'm thinking at this point, you know, this is a bit mad. Then we hosted Newcastle. At that point, we're second in the Premier League and drew 1-1. Then we're playing Liverpool away from home at Anfield, and we were 0-0 until 70 minutes, and then we lost 2-0. So yeah, I think that's an amazing month. Personally, I think that's an incredible to only lose one of those games where we've played Chelsea, Manchester City, Newcastle, Liverpool, you know, in the big games, and then games against West Brom, Bolton and Stoke, of course, games we should win. So to only lose one of them, I think is just, I'm shocked. And all that's meant is that we are currently in 5th in the table, with a game in hand on Arsenal, who are in 4th. So we could even jump up to 3rd in the Barclays Premier League. Yes. So you can understand why I'm a little bit shocked. And what even more made it more difficult for me is that, awkward for me, is that Tottenham sacked AVB, Andreas Villas-Boas, and I was linked with the job. Now, I swear to you, I spent at least 15 minutes sitting just thinking to myself, weighing up the pros and the cons of going to Tottenham. I was going to make a video on it saying, what do you want me to do? But I was in 3rd in the table at that point, and they were down in 10th, I think it was. So I was like, in the end I came to the conclusion, like, we're doing really well. It's probably just, you know, it's probably just good form. It's going to fall away, and we're not going to do that well in the end. We'll be lucky to get a top half finish, but still, I can't leave us when we're in 3rd in the table. I can't do that. Not the whole series is QPR. You know, had we been down the table and struggling and things not be going very well, then yeah, I probably would have jumped at Tottenham, you know, in a heartbeat, because they're a massive club, of course. But the state we're in, the situation, I had to stay. I hope you can understand. I didn't turn it down, I didn't get offered it, but I was heavily linked with it, and I did actually save the game, just out of curiosity, and then go for the Tottenham job, and I did get offered it, but then I loaded this save back up just because I didn't want it, because I came back to this one. So I was really, yeah, I was a bit shocked, bit confused, I guess, I think. But today we play Aston Villa, who are in 11th in the table, considerably lower than us, which is nice to say, actually. I've already picked the team, and today, considering our good form, it's probably really stupid of me, actually, now I think about it. But because in the big games, obviously I've been playing the 5-2-3 counter, or whatever you want to call it. I call it the 5-2-3 counter, and I've been playing that, and it's worked amazingly for us, absolutely amazingly, as you've seen in the results. And then against West Brom and Bolton, I believe, possibly even last LiveCom, I'm assuming I did, I played the 4-2-3-1 formation. Now, I just want to do something different, to be honest. I want to do something different. I want to play a 4-4-2 diamond formation. Because Pelosi or whatever his name is and Cisse have both been on fire, and I want to play them both together. Even though they're both poachers, so I'm having to play Cisse as an advanced forward. I need to get Tarat more games because in that 5-2-3-1 he cannot play. That 5-2-3 he can't play because there's no advanced playmaker and that's all he can do. So advanced forward midfielder, so that's all he can do. So I can't play him. Plus Simau's been moaning because Diakite's been starting a lot. So yeah, I genuinely don't know. I can't remember the last time I used this formation. I cannot remember. So. On this save, so this could really backfire on me, and they're playing quite negatively. 4-5-1. They're packing the midfield out. Now the wings are start. Georgios Samos as a left winger. Really? I was just about to say that they're probably going to expose us down the wing because we're not playing with wingers, of course, but. Now I've just seen it's Samaras. I'm not going to say that, but now I've probably just jinxed it. So I'm going to say past feet. Where's play through the middle? Exploit the middle. We'll do that. I think. I hope. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Now we're in December, of course. I've got my eyes well and truly on the January transfer window. And I've got no money, of course, as you guys know. I've got no money at all to spend, so it will have to be a sell to buy. But when I sell, I get I think it's like 20% of the transfer fee, so it's nothing at all. So it's will be all over 48 months. And just before I start recording this, actually, Nathaniel Klein put in a transfer request down in bed. Don't you dare. Clear it. No! No, Georgios Samaras has scored. You long-haired Greek. Oh God. Come on, lads. Come on, pull it back. Come on. And Nathaniel Klein's now on the transfer list. He put in a request. So it's £4.3 million. I've put over 48 months bid for him. So hopefully we'll get him. But there are loads of teams interested in him. But if he comes to me, he will be the first choice right back. I've only got one right back. I've been playing Nadim Anua as a backup right back. So. Pelosi. Oh, he's done it. 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 He's been in incredible form and he's just done it again. You beast. You Italian beast. If you're not in the Italian national team, by the time I'm done with you in this team, then something's seriously up. Tarat. Pelosi. Oh, almost again. He's a monster. I recommend, because he's so cheap as well. I recommend any of you get him for your teams as well in your second season. Probably get him cheap in the first season, to be honest, unless he's on co-ownership or loan or whatever they do in Italy. I don't know what his situation was last season. On previous FMs, he's always been a beast, so I kind of knew what I was going to get, but still, obviously every game's different, so who knows. Come on. Come on. Come on. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that the foul count in this game, this year's game, is really high. Oh, Cisse forced a save from Given. I actually went to see Aston Villa play against Arsenal at Villa Park the other day. Well, whenever it was when I'm recording this, but for me it was the other day, because, yeah. I went to watch it and God, it was a tedious game. Both teams really played badly. Just awful. It was awful. It was truly awful. I've seen Arsenal play a few times now, whenever I can, because the person I go to football with is a big Arsenal fan, and literally they are always because when I go to watch, like, for example, my local team Leicester, you come away from the game thinking, even if you win, you come away thinking, that was bad, why did you do this? That was alright, but why did you do that? Why did you do that? Whenever I've come away from watching Arsenal, I've maybe had one or two criticisms of Arsene Wenger and the way the Arsenal played. The rest of it, I always just come away, because I'm so used to watching Championship football, just come away going, wow, wow, I wish I could watch that every week sort of thing. But for this one, I mean, he's a massive Arsenal fan, and he loves Wenger, and even he was like, he's got to go. Not because of that one game, of course, you can't say that, but because just for the last few years, he's a few years overdue now, due to leave. And I think Piers Morgan had it trending on Twitter actually. He got slated for it, Piers Morgan did, but whatever. They should go, and I happen to agree. Not because of that one performance, but just because the way Arsenal aren't. Oh, Darren Bent scored. Just because the way they aren't kicking on and winning trophies. I think just some new ideas would do them the world of good, personally, and that's what he thinks as well. So, but this video is not about Arsene Wenger, and I'm not going to go on about another manager because I did that last episode, and I think that might get a bit boring. Right, final change: Paul Pogba on, and also I'm going to up some things, some shouts and stuff. Passionately tell Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is another one I've not been using. I really should be using him a lot more than I am doing. But because I've had such a successful team, bomb that up to attack. Actually, no, pause. Attack. Get the ball forward. And I'm going to go quite pump the ball into the box. Play quite direct, I think. But because the team's been so settled and doing really well, I'm going to lose this. I know I'm going to lose this because the way we've been playing. And Pogba, penalty? No. I thought Pogba was down. No, he took down Neil Warnock. Not Neil Warnock. Warnock. Stephen Warnock, I think his name is. I've not been able to rotate the team. Come on. Also, Birmingham are really low. I saw because today I uploaded the end of last season update, and I saw. I read all your comments, of course. I think I responded to all of them. Well, at this point, I've responded to them all. I aim to, of course. Cisse! Again, I did tell you guys. I told you guys both of them are done being monsters this season. Both of them have scored it for us. Come on, get a winner. Come on, get a winner. But all your recommendations were, more or less on my thought pattern for what I was planning and hoping to sign. And long term, yes, I will go after them. But the money we had, you guys have seen the transfers I've made now, of course. But draw there, ball draw, or not a ball draw because it's 2-2. But I had nothing to work with, and I really still think the signings I made have really done really well. Of course, Pelosi's done amazingly. We're still third in the table now, which is awesome. But yeah, all the recommendations you recommended, all the players are on the long-term list, as I kept on putting in the comments. I think very much long-term list, and what I'd like to sign. And Birmingham are down the table in the Championship, so I am going after doing more scouting and whatnot of Jack Butland as an extra goalkeeper to replace Julio Cesar. Because Cesar is now, how old is he? Quite old, 34 years old. So yeah, he's only got a couple more years left in him. And I would like Jack Butland. I've been tracking him since the start of this save. I track him on all my saves, to be honest. And Nathan Redmond's another one I want. Actually, I'm going to look at some transfers. How long are we doing for time? Yeah, we'll look at some transfers. Right. Obviously, as you can see, the red of the players I've been looking at. Pedro Leon as a right winger. Not that we particularly need a right winger, but because look at those stats. This guy is like, he's amazing. He's amazing. Andre Poli, he's only just come onto the list. Well, that is a realistic target for me. So Andre Poli, another amazing player. Adam Lallana, he's just recovered from injury actually. English midfielder again, maybe possibly sign him. Who knows? He's I didn't know he was on the list. I'm going to scout him. Jose Altandor. This guy is actually probably my number one target for the January window, actually, I think. Because my aim is Europa League. It has to be Europa League, I think, at the moment. At this stage, I'm not going to say Champions League because that's crazy. but Europa League. But Jose Altidore, I think, is my #1 target because I think he's a beast. I mean, 15 finishing, 15 composure, 15 pace, 17 strength, 19 natural fitness, 16 balance. I mean, 17 off the ball. He's a determined player. This guy is, and 24. He's so young still. This guy is the #1 target for me. £6 million. God, I'm going to go after him. I think I want him as my extra striker to eventually replace Cisse. Alvaro is another player I'm looking at as well. I believe he used to be at Espanyol. Yeah, he used to be at Espanyol. He's a beast as well. Andy Carroll. I actually did. I don't know if I said this in a previous episode, but I was seriously tracking Andy Carroll last summer because I was so desperate for a striker before I got Pelucci, and I was seriously considering him. But thank God I didn't. Joe Allen is another player who I'm looking at, and he keeps sending me messages in the media saying, begging me to come and sign him and all that rubbish. So, and I really, really, really might come and get him actually. Oh, he's a good midfielder, so he might come in. Well, he's on the list of targets. I can't remember if there's anyone else I was particularly looking at. Oh, I know. Shortlist. James Tompkins, of course, defender. You know, if I was looking at a defender, someone like that. Some of these, this list is really outdated actually. I haven't updated it all that recently. Where is he? This guy's just come onto my list. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think this guy looks amazing. 15 finishing, 13 composure, 15 pace, 15 acceleration, 16 stamina, 14 natural fitness, 15 off the ball. Yeah, anything he's lacking really is decisions and composure. He's 21 years old. 21 on £375 a week, so really getting him might not be that difficult. I think he is a bit of a beast, and apparently he's already a good signing for the Premier League, and apparently it says he's playing close to potential, but he's 21 years old, so of course he's bloody not. So yeah, really looking at him. Nathaniel Klein, as you can see, bid, that's my bid. Kia, who's interested in him? Gladbach. We'll have a look at him as well. I don't want to make the first move on these players because I want other teams to do the negotiating of the fee and sort of thing. Because otherwise, what I've found is if you initiate the bidding war on players, you get charged so much money. But if you sit back and let other teams do it, you sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes get a better deal than you would do otherwise. So that's what my tactic is at the moment. Particularly no money. Connor Wickham is another player who I'm looking at, not because of his stats, but because he's English and he's an English young striker. And I think Sunderland have ruined him, certainly in the game, and I think in real life. He was a striker who was on fire at Ipswich, and he could have gone to, I think Tottenham would have been the best bet for him, and he's just not kicked on at all because he's not. I don't think he's getting enough game time. He's not getting enough exposure to the Premier League, and I think he was pushed too early. Now, that's just, of course, my opinion. I think he would have benefited from another loan spell, going out somewhere in the Championship, maybe even another Premier League team. Maybe if just he'd gone to Tottenham, say, I think he would have benefited from going to a West Brom or, what's on the recommendation? I don't know. Wigan or someone like that, just to play more games and then come back to a team like Tottenham. But again, so I'm looking to save him and create him into the striker he should be. I think I'll do for this episode 20 minutes. That's probably my longest episode yet, or nearly 20 minutes. So yeah, leave a like for the good form, being in third in the table. Leave a like if you enjoyed the episode. Let me know what you think of those players I'm looking at the moment for January. I might actually catch up with my uploads, well, what I've pre-recorded, and just wait for you guys' thoughts before I play through January, maybe. Because at the moment I've got like 4 episodes pre-recorded of the Pentagon Challenge. Well, 2 episodes. I did have 4, but then I uploaded a couple the other day. A couple of episodes of Pentagon Challenge. I've got another couple of episodes before you guys will see this one recorded of this series. And also I'm just about to start work on a 3rd series, and It is one which I didn't expect to be doing yet, actually, but I'll explain more of that in that video. So leave a like for this video if you enjoyed it, and of course for the good form, and I will see you guys next time.